Space for my fans and me to interact, make art and have fun. It's a one-man show and entirely free. I do it every single week except some. I'm waiting to go, it's all live and online, so you should stick around and say hello. Are you feeling creative? Cause now's the time. Welcome to the Most Week Show.
I am not me. I am art. And I'm welcoming you to the Most Week Show. It is currently 9:06. The 22nd of March 2020. You are here with me right now. And I thank you for that. If we were together physically, I would show my appreciation for you physically. Maybe not with a hug. Current circumstances being all that they are. Maybe not with a kiss, certainly. But maybe with a wave from a safe distance. As 'tis, the best I can do is I can raise a glass to you. You can raise a glass to me as well. I hope you've all got your beverages ready. Here at the Most Week Show, we like to start the show with a toast. It's a lovely show of unanimity. So here we go. To you, to me, and to the day that we'll be free. Let us go free, you hellish virus! Cheers. As you can see from the backdrop, did that yesterday. This is the Most Week Show Coronavirus Special, the sequel. In these trying times, it's more important than ever to recycle. Recycled these two, just added this little one in the middle. It's what I do, it's how I do. Cheers to everybody. Gosh, everybody cheersing. Skull? Skull from Juice Dota, thank you so much. Wonderful. I've got some white grape juice this morning. White grape juice. My normal apple juice guy has been put out of commission, so I've had to mix it up. It's been a wonderful change. So this is the sequel, which, if you know anything about Hollywood, means that this is guaranteed to be better. I didn't have much of a choice. Obviously, it's all everybody is talking about. Myself, Jesus, cameraman George, have all been holed up in my apartment like a trio of partially paralyzed pensioners. Alliteration. Pensioners who enjoy playing video games, actually. Cameraman George is pretty great at GTA. He's also a pretty great cook, something that I've learned. You learn things new every day in this crazy wasteland that we call life. He's been cooking a lot this week, cameraman George. Elements of his homeland. He's cooked fajitas and tacos, chalupas, enchiladas we had one night. They're all delicious. Can I just say they're all delicious. I will say, and this is not a criticism, I will say they're all largely the same. They're all largely the same when it comes to Mexican cooking. If you're learning how to cook Mexican food, if you can adequately handle an onion, couple of bell peppers, maybe a bit of meat, and some spices, there's quite a large back catalogue of dishes that you can prepare. But like I say, all delicious. Absolutely all delicious. For me, that shows the value of branding. You know, another nation's cuisine would say, well, I've got this great idea. We all love the burrito. Absolutely. I thought, what if we just deep fried that? We just call it a deep fried burrito, right? But Mexico says, no. People like saying burrito, but people enjoy saying different words in Mexican restaurants. People like being able to feel clever that they know all these different words. We'll give it a different name, a fun name. A name that people can't wait to say out loud. Chimichanga? Chimichanga. Who doesn't want to order a chimichanga? Branding. It's very clever. It's kind of similar to in the UK. We have, whether you use lamb or beef, it's a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie. It's kind of like that, but also not really. So I've been trying to keep the morale high. With us all cooped up in the same place, which is one of the reasons, actually, I made the music choice that I did. It was a solid gold banger. I'm sure you'll agree. Am I Happy by Matty Pride. Am I happy? I'm trying, guys. You know, I'm trying.
When and what and who and why. Is she for real? Am I going to die? Whose genes are these? How big is a crow? If you ask Notme, then you'll know.
13 followers. Do I have 13 followers? Monkey Pigsy? On Twitch, is that? That's pretty exciting. I'll need to update my... from 11 to 13. Splanel, that'll update in real time. Ask Notme. Ask Notme. Let's just stay to the... stay focused. So Ask Notme. This week I was asked a question via email from a chap called Ken Arenberg. Ken Arenberg. Maybe Jewish. Who knows? Ken says, with all of the coronavirus stuff keeping me in my house, I am feeling pretty miserable. You and me both, Ken. You and me both. You're not special. I don't like reading, aside from magazines, and I've gone through all of my magazines. TV and music have lost their allure to me. Allure. Wonderful word, Ken. You get points for that. What should I do to pass the time? I wasn't going to write all of that out, so I interpreted that as, I'm bored. Help! Right? Ken, I hear you. I hear you, Ken. It is boring. It is boring, absolutely. I get it. This quarantine is, it's as boring as... it's as boring as... it's as boring as... Family Simile. Family Simile smashed into the middle of an Ask Notme. Are you kidding me? Am I just toying with the form of this show? Am I just toying with it? If you're wondering why you're all an inch and a half taller than usual, guys, it's because I'm keeping you on your toes. So complete this simile. As boring as what? Use your imaginospheres to complete the simile as creatively as possible and leave it in a comment to the side. Could be that side, could be that side. I just don't know. At the end of the show, I'll pick a winner, and if that's you, your name will go on the ticker below for next show. What's the timing like here? No, it wasn't great. Never mind. It was definitely not... Duda. Oh, there we go. Last week's Family Simile winner, definitely not Duda. As infectious as a McDonald's craving. It was a great simile and worked in real time by giving lots of people a craving for McDonald's. I have been knocking off the McDonald's since the coronavirus outbreak, largely. I attended McDonald's because of the ease with which I could go, as I live next door to one. But they have closed the restaurant. They are only open to cars for the drive-through. I think it's a little bit excessive that I have to rent a car in order to get a cheeseburger. Yes, so last week it was definitely not Duda, and next time it could be you, so get commenting. Let's go back to Ask Notme. Let's do a pretty sweet wipe up. Ooh, that was good. Let's do that again. Look at that, because the camera doesn't change, it's just the... nice. Okay, Ken, back to you. You have my focus, babe. You want to know what to do. Okay, you want to know what to do, but you don't like reading, TV, or music. You're not giving me a huge amount of options. Are you there, Ken? But luckily, I have been developing a new game this week. A new game that I'd be happy sharing with you, Kenneth, and also with the rest of you. It's a game called How Old? And I hate to be a stickler, but I do have to insist on the upwards inflection on the old. It's based around the fact that celebrities age differently than humans. Here, some dude that you work with is 54, and you think, wow, Doug, you look great for 54. You look like a 54-year-old person. Yeah? And then someone says, hey, you know Bjork is 54. And you think, geez, Bjork is 54. She looks incredible. She must have given 20 krona to some kind of Icelandic pixie troll. How does she do that? Right? So this works better if you have some kind of robot lady, a Siri or an Alexa or a, I don't know, whatever the Google one's called. I mean, you can just look it up online, but it does lack some of the drama. Okay? You play it in pairs. Player 1, Player 2. Player 1 thinks of two celebrities, ideally celebrities that are similarly aged. Player 2 then has to guess which of those celebrities is younger. You then ask your particular robot lady the age of the two celebrities. Now, if player 2 guessed right, they get a point. Play switches to the other side. Player 2 has to pick two celebrities for player 1 to guess between. Okay? But, wait, here's the rub. Okay? What happens when the two celebrities are the same age? Well, then the player that guessed those two celebrities who are the same age, do they get another point? How about 5 points? How about 5 points? Boom. Now that is interesting. Interestinger, actually, because it was pretty interesting before. So do people want to play around? Does anyone have an interest in playing around right now? I mean, we've got some incredible suggestions coming in for family simile. Boring as a Brummie accent. Pretty boring. Boring as a weekend without a most week show. That is complimentary of me. So that does get certain extra points. SJPEG72 maths. As boring as maths. Yeah, but it's very useful though. Very useful maths. As boring as a 20-person conference call about 2 participants issue. Juice Doter, I sense that there's a backstory to that, and I appreciate that. I think that's a wonderful thing to draw upon your own experiences. That's wonderful. It's boring as chores when you have no excuse but to do them because you're stuck indoors. Yeah, that's pretty tough. I was doing some tidying this week. Look what I found. Some headphones. Golfers and people talking about golf. Yikes. Okay. Angry at golf. What upsets me a little bit in this whole corona crisis is when they released, I don't know, around Seattle at least, they released the grocery stores can still be open, essential. Pharmacies can still be open, essential. Pet shops, essential. Golf courses. The 1% guys, gosh. As boring as Meet Joe Black. Yikes, second opinion psychic. Having a go at Brad Pitt there when he's looking gorgeous. As boring as The Irishman. I mean, I don't know if you want to. You want to talk about people aging well, celebrities aging well. You know, that's. I mean, you get the opportunity within The Irishman to see what if Robert De Niro wasn't 25. What would happen if Robert De Niro just used a lot of foundation? They give you that opportunity. Is that boring? That's your call. Have you tried disc golf? Disc golf? Gosh, getting some conversations going. That's superb. So does anyone want to play? How old? Anyone want to play one live? Whoever wants to, suggest 2 celebrities that are of similar age. Just comment away. 2 celebrities, similar ages. I'm going to wait. This is where it all breaks down. If you're watching this on YouTube later, like a string of comments, this is why you should watch it live. As boring as Tron Legacy. Yikes. Yikes, TB Douglas. That's Tron Legacy. Never seen it. Will Smith and Will Ferrell. Elizabeth Moss and Hilary Swank. I'm going to go with the Wills. I enjoy that they have similar names. So Emma Acton is the Tom Hanks and Ellen DeGeneres. I mean, that's quite good. I enjoy the double Willness. So Emma Acton is the dealer, I suppose, in this instance. So people, get down your guesses. Who is younger, Will Smith or Will Ferrell? 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 Or would a Will Ferrell? Or would a Will Ferrell? Will Smith or Will Ferrell? Will Smith or Will Ferrell? Who's younger, Will Smith or Will Ferrell or Will Ferrell? Will Smith. Oh, immediately we have 2 people guessing differently. Oh, it's just terrific, isn't it? Ferrell, Smith. Ferrell, Smith. Gosh, this is exciting. I'm not sure whether you're necessarily Ferrell, Smith. Oh, Emma Acton, you have picked a top-class selection. That's how you know. When there's no consensus, that's when you know, yeah, I'm onto a good one with this. Okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to... Alexa, how old is Will Smith?
Will Smith is 51 years old.
Will Smith is 51 years old. 51 years old. Are people getting nervous? People getting nervous? Alexa, how old is Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell is 52 years old.
52 years old! Will Smith is younger.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did, Alexa. Thanks so much for playing. Wonderful. Wonderful. Isn't that a great game? And that was only 1 year out, so well done, Emma Acton. You almost got those 5 points. So,
Thanks for your feedback.
sweet. So there you go, Ken. And for all of you, there is a sick game for you to play this week whilst you're avoiding getting sick. If you want to tell me tales of games that you've played, please do. I'd love to hear them. And also get in your questions via comment, via email, via DM, and maybe you can be the focus of next episode's Ask Notme. Okay? Oh, that was great.
I give props cause though I'm great, there's lots of art I see that's made by artists that are almost but not quite as good as me. I am a giver, super selfless, gather round to see just who will get a most sought after, not me branded. Well done you.
Well done you indeed. And now, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, this week I'm saying well done to Emma Seaton, aka Emma Acton, who was the dealer for the... it all comes together. It all comes together. Why? Why? Well, let me tell you a little story. She is one of the most important people in the world. She is one of my cherished acolytes, as are you all. Now, last week's art bet, as I'm sure you'll remember, featured me stacking toilet rolls as high as I could. I was stacking Charmin, the softest of all of the toilet tissues, and I managed to stack 14 before the tower fell, which symbolized something incredible. It was an incredible art bet, quelle surprise. I did it. I felt great about it. I logged it away with all the other incredible art bets, and I moved on with my life. Gosh, we all did, didn't we? Except Emma. Emma didn't move on. Emma couldn't move on. She'd become infected. Not with the virus. I will clarify that quickly. That was perhaps a poor choice of words in the current climate. But she was infected with an idea. Her mind was racing. Art bet, art bet, art bet. Charmin, Charmin, Charmin. 14, 14, 14. Oh my God. This is all conjecture. Maybe just kind of dramatizing it slightly, but I'm assuming at this point, but I think it's a pretty safe bet. My art bet was like a little dash of cordial into her imaginosphere, and she couldn't get it out. It left her with only one option. Emulation. Now, most of my art is seen as too wild, too crazy, too out of control to emulate. And I can understand why people think that, but I wish they wouldn't. I wish all of my art was emulated by people. I wish all of my art was constantly followed by a series of imitations that was slightly less good. And this week, Emma did just that. But I don't need to tell you about it. I can show you. Let's see a little photo, shall we? Oh, there we go. So this is Emma. Look at that. Look at her stack. Now, for the detail-oriented crew out there, this is Aldi toilet paper, Aldi being a supermarket chain in the UK. It's 3-ply, but it's relatively poor quality. But look at it go. Can it go higher? You're gosh darned right it can. Boom. Boom, it can go higher. It's practically at the ceiling. Who wants to guess how many rolls this stack was? How many rolls was this stack? I'm bored waiting. I'm going to tell you. It was 23. Can you believe that? Now, the cheaper toilet tissue stacked much better than the Charmin. In creating this challenge, Emma has created her own work of art, which illuminates the idea that sometimes the more expensive option isn't the best. Powerful stuff. I mean, I am sticking to Charmin when it comes to wiping my bottom. When it comes to stacking, might be another issue, but when it comes to wiping my bottom, I'm Charmin all the way. That will not change. I will not compromise the health and well-being of my anus. But for stacking, go Aldi. So Emma, for creating a wonderful work of art that was inspired by Notme, maybe the highest compliment you can give, I say well done you. If you are so moved to create some art in this free time heavy world that we're living in right now, I would love to see it. Email me any photos, any pictures, any poems, any stories, any dances, magic tricks. I don't know. I don't want to tell you how to live your life. Just anything you like, and I will show them off to the world. If we stop creating, the virus wins. That's how I see it. Whew. Wonderful, powerful, terrific, very exciting. Who wants to be challenged?
Art bet! To challenge yourself is artistic. Art bet! I'll give you options you can pick. Art bet! Take a guess, see if you won. Art bet! It's not for money, just for fun. Art bet!
Art bet, huh? It's art bet time. Oh, and I know what you're thinking, guys. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Notme's been stuck inside his flat all week. He must be doing the art challenge himself. Again. Huh? Really? Well, let's see, shall we? Let's head over to our roving reporter, Notme. Thanks, Notme. Today's art challenge will be undertaken by Cameraman George. What's that? Cameraman George? Are you serious? Are you for real? Yes, I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Airplane. Aren't you worried that Cameraman George will be seen on this video and get deported because he's in the country illegally? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So he'll do this challenge without being on camera. We've worked it all out. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. In this coronavirus quarantine situation that we find ourselves in, it's harder than ever to reach the recommended 10,000 steps per day that everybody should be doing. And it's that issue that we shall be handling here today. Wonderful. The steps that people are aiming to get will be represented by the socks. Sock, step, step, sock. Makes sense. Each sock that has been balled into roughly a ball shape will represent 1,000 steps. And the goal, the 10,000 steps goal, is harder than ever to achieve. It's this basket here that usually holds some of Jesus's toys, including this squirrel. Love that squirrel. During the challenge, Cameraman George shall be sat on the bed here, and he shall attempt to throw the balled up socks, representing the steps, remember, into the basket, representing the goal. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky, but he's going to do his best. He's going to attempt to hit these 10,000 steps, as we all should be doing, even though, you know, it's very difficult when we're all just stuck inside our domiciles. That's his art challenge. Your art bet is simply, how many steps will he be able to get into the goal? Yeah. Back to you, not me. Ooh, what a challenge. What a challenge. So that's what you're going to be betting on. Can you bet right now? No, you can't, because you don't have all of the salient pieces of information. So let's go for some things to consider. Let's consider some things. Thing number one. Cameraman George will be sitting 7 feet approximately from the basket. I think it was a little bit further than 7 feet. Maybe 7'2", 7'3", something like that. Just to give you a rough idea of the distance from hand to goal. Okay, 7 feet. Thing number two, Cameraman George is physically fit, but not a sportsman. He is very good at manual labour. But in terms of sports, he's not a huge fan of any of them. I asked him what he did mostly at school. He said run. I don't know whether I don't know enough about Mexico to know whether that was an organised event or otherwise. So the dexterity here, physical dexterity, who knows? Who knows? But he is physically fit, so he will have the arm strength to get it that 7 feet, to throw a sock 7 feet. And number 3, cameraman George is a big Andy Cohen fan. Why am I bringing this up? Well, Andy Cohen has coronavirus, COVID-19. He has been stricken with it. And I know that there's been a long history of sportsmen who have played particularly well when suffering with a bereavement. Now, obviously, Andy Cohen is still alive, to the best of my knowledge, so let's not put that message out there. But just, there's a level of anxiety when we've all been feeling it with Tom Hanks. The majority of us have been feeling it with Idris Elba, especially the ladies, am I right? Feeling that worry. Oh, so maybe that's going to spur him on more, or maybe it's just going to crush him. Who knows? So these are our things to consider. What are our options, though? What are our options? A, 0 to 2, B, 3 to 4, C, 5 to 6, D, 7 to 8, E, 9 to 10. So you've got 5 options. Some of you already diving in. Already diving in. With your guesses more specific, which I appreciate a lot. 7,000, 8,000, 5,000, 6,000. Sorry, Andy. C, E. So Monkey Pixie has gone for both B and E. Killer Kilch, C. Your girl Sarah Kilch, D. Second Opinion Psychic has gone for a D. Definitely not Duda, a C. So we're thinking roughly in the middle. That's fair enough. Emma Acton, B. Okay, thinking he's not going to do too well. As is Stuart Seaton. Monkey Pixie, I choose E. Okay, a lot of confidence there, Monkey Pixie, and I'm sure cameraman George appreciates that. I'm sure he does. So let's get on with it. Are we ready? We're ready? Okay, let's do it. Running out of grape juice. So here we go. Socks into a basket, representing steps. Cameraman George, are you ready? Don't say anything out loud. A nod from Cameraman George. Cameraman George is ready. Are you confident, Cameraman George? Nod of the head or shake of the head? A shrug. He picked his own answer. He's an artist in and of himself. Okay, Cameraman George, when you are ready. Tense, isn't it? Shoot. Too hard. That's a victory. That's 1. That's 2. 2 in a row. No. That was in. Rim and in. Rim and in. Too hard again. You don't know your own strength, Cameraman George. 2. No. You overcompensated too far there. Yes, that was in. No, too hard again. And was that your last one? That's the last one. I didn't count how many there was. 5. Congratulations, those of you who won. C. Picked the right category. Juice Dota. Killer Kilch. 50% good. SJPEC72. That means that this week is going to be great. It means definitely that God is on your side. And quarantine aside, you're going to have a terrific week. Because you're just going to be sitting around not doing that much. And it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. And you're going to have a chance to be creative. For those of you who didn't win, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean a thing. It's just throwing socks into a basket. If you want to throw socks into a basket, absolutely you have that opportunity. Maybe this is a fun game that I've just created for you, and that's how you're going to spend the upcoming week, whether you won or lost. How about that? Thank you so much for getting involved. Good luck getting your steps up. I recommend just taking a brief walk around your apartment, possibly listening to an audiobook or maybe an audio version of one episode of the Most Week show. Thank you so much. Cameraman George, fantastic effort. I don't know what quality the Mexican NBA is, but you might have a chance. You might have a chance with 50%. Let's look on the bright side, shall we? There we go. And there we go. Wonderful. A decent amount of you won on that one. Killer Kilch, did you get the double, the Will Smith and the art bet? That's incredible. That's terrific work. Terrific work. And again, if anyone wants to send in any written accounts or evidence of your balled up socks thrown into a receptacle art pieces, absolutely feel free. Let's go back to Maine. With a cool wipe. Whoa, Starburst. So some wonderful comments here. guys. I just want to go back a little bit. Juice Dota had the Art Bet song stuck in their head earlier this week. That's good. It's one of my main goals is to constantly be inside all of your heads. Be living rent-free up there. That's what I want. You're a regular Prince Charmin. Nana Hobbob. Was that a pun? I'm a big fan of puns, so that's an easy way into my heart. People say that they're terrible comedy. A lot of time when you go for a pun, people will roll their eyes. And I think, well, you come up with a pun then. So I appreciate that. Emma Acton, you're all making my cheeks go red, much like that paper. Again, it's, everybody's got their advantages, their disadvantages. Yeah, it kind of tears up your body, but great for stacking. So swings and roundabouts. Monkey Pigsy, we still have a Brexit stash of toilet paper. That's wonderful. Why, I'm not sure why you thought you would lose it in Brexit, whether you thought that there was going to be a raid from a lot of deposed Europeans that all kind of smash into everybody's homes and take all their toilet paper with them. I don't know. But for whatever reason, it's paid off, obviously. It's paid off. Juice Dota got 15% off Charmin with the coupon code Notme. Am I an influencer? That's terrific. Thank you all for your engagement. I do enjoy it so much. Juice Dota, not for money, just for fun. It's just for fun, guys. Okay? It's just for fun. Let's not feel like, we have to put too much. It's just for fun. Yeah? So, we are all having to stay in. Yeah? This is something of a final thought, I suppose, for me. The world is going to be saved by all of us staying indoors. We can save the world by staying indoors. And last time I checked, people who save the world are heroes. Right? And I have always wanted to be referred to as a hero. So for those of us that have, in the past, aspired toward heroism, but are, for whatever reason, unable to execute the tasks needed to earn that kind of moniker, this situation gives us all a wonderful opportunity. And there's people who are still going out and being weird about things and hanging out with each other. And I'm just like, what are you doing, guys? What are you doing? You can lie on the floor in your home and be a hero. When else is that ever going to happen? Yeah? Unless you were like a supervillain and you were planning on just blowing up Portugal, but then that day you just felt a bit bummed and you thought, I'm just going to lie on the floor. Technically, I suppose you are a hero because you're saving the lives of everybody in Portugal and a lot of fantastic sculptures. But aside from that, this is the only... It annoys me. So, I wrote a song about it. I wrote a song about that situation, and I would like to share that song with you right now. So please enjoy the world premiere of Corona Hero.
Coronavirus is a terrible flu, super deadly, so give it some credit. It'll take a hero to stop it, so look at this guy who's got 2 thumbs and ain't gonna spread it. Movies and sports things and hella cool parties are just some of the things that they're banning. They're saying stay indoors. That's funny, you see, that was already what he was planning.
Is he going to leave his home? He's Corona Hero, no, he will refuse to roam. He's Corona Hero.
A hero is one who goes above and beyond. They have the courage to persist, that's the key. But in these scary times, it's as easy as fun. You just sit down and watch some TV. He's binged 7 seasons of the US Office and both series of the UK one too. He's gonna do season 8 even though it's the worst, because it's just the right thing to do.
Will he pop out for a beer? He's Corona Hero, no, he'll just drink right here. He's Corona Hero. Now sometimes he'll have to nip out for some food, but he hurries right back through the streets. The supermarket doesn't have many tins or loo rolls, but it's still got a buttload of sweets. He's got the time now to culture it up, to read a novel, book of poems or a play. He'll sit down with a dick he's been meaning to read and fall asleep for the third time today. Will he leave to have a jog? He's Corona Hero, no, he'll just spoon his dog. He's Corona Hero. He's not all playing with the fun and the games. He can do some productive maneuvers. He'll clean the floor, yeah, that's what he will do just as soon as he locates the Hoover. He no longer has to strain when he sits on the loo. He can be just a touch more refined. Just sit there and wait, it'll come when it comes. He'll save the world one poo at a time. Let's all give him his due. He's Corona Hero, it could be the same for you. Are you Corona Hero?
And there we go. I hope that's all taught you something, and I hope that it will all, push forward with that advice, and be able to give that advice to people. People already saying that it should go viral. Do I agree? Yeah, I do. So I'll probably put that online like tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. And then you can all just feel free to share it. I just think, for me, it's easy to be a hero when you can do it hungover. Right? I mean, in fact, it's probably a good rule of thumb to either be hungover or just act as if you were hungover the whole time. Stay inside, stay immobile, stay in bed, ideally, stay heroic. Right? Just makes sense. Who wants some family simile results? I know you all do. Juice Dota. Hats off to you. Dude. Hats off to you. That was terrific. As boring as a 20-person conference call about 2 participants issue. It takes something that people wouldn't have realized was boring 2 weeks ago. People say, why are you having a 20-person conference call? Why don't you meet up in person? This world the situation that we're finding ourselves in is creating new situations, new words. Self-isolation? What are you talking about? How can you have isolation that isn't just all about yourself, right? It's giving us new vocabulary, new situations. And through work like that, Juice Dota, you're creating new art because of it. If I was wearing a hat, I'd take it off to you. But as is, I have the dregs of a glass of white grape juice, and I say, well done to you. Cheers. So that is it. Another top-notch episode. I'm sure you'll agree. Thank you very, very much to all of you that watched. Seems like I had quite a few today, which is pretty good. May have hit that double digits. Did we hit double digits? That's what I've been going for. Which is a great, milestone to get. I raise my glass to each and every one of you. I hope I have given you a ray of sunshine in an otherwise cloudy situation. Fear not, there will be another double scoop of art next Sunday. I won't be doing a coronavirus threequel because I am getting pretty sick of hearing about it. So instead, my promise to you is next week we'll not mention the C word at all. Either of them. So again, email me as much as you like with whatever you like. I love receiving emails. Ask me a question, ask me for advice, ask me for art, ask me for anything. Show me some art that you've done. Anything you like. I love receiving them. So cheers to all of you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Just managed to make it last. I am Notme. I am art. And I am wishing you a very happy, a very anti-social, and a very creative week ahead. Peace out.